I think I'm back. Oh, there's no Mia cam because I forgot to reattach it. I had to borrow it for the Dungeon Boys thing today. Sorry, guys. It's downstairs. I think I'm here. You guys hang out with me for a minute if you feel like it. I'm very frustrated. What's up? Sorry. Let's check out some IP address logs together. Oh, I am so frustrated. Ooh! Thank you for the raid, Mr. Soul Creek. I really appreciate it. Nobody's gonna here to mess with it, I don't think, Soul Creek, but probably a good idea. Thank you so much for the raid. How was Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers, my friend? How was it? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Go Live bot not working. A creative little game. It's been on my, I think I own it on Steam. You finished Prey first? Awesome. I was wondering why you were playing Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers because I hadn't heard you talk about that, but awesome. Good on you. Hope you enjoyed. For some reason, I own Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers, but I have never picked it up. I'm not even sure what kind of game it is. I'm sorry I couldn't tune in today. I had Dungeon Boys things to do. I'm gonna skip saxophone stuff right now. My heart is not in the saxophone at present. I love you all so much, but my heart is just not in the sax at this present moment. What was I gonna do? Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna pause the music. I am in the mood to reward those who arrive first.
Being late really is the worst. Now all of you know that you were too slow because the following person was first.
Geo TDM fan. Shoobity doobity doop. That's right. Saw Chaz popping here. Me and Chaz are going to TwitchCon together. Don't even worry about it. And Soul Creek again. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a decent day. We missed you during Apex this morning. But as always, we love you. The question is, I feel like I kind of have to show you here. Kara, do you have any idea what I should be looking at here for logs on this thing? I'm so frustrated by all this. I'm so frustrated. Today's the 23rd, and so that's February 23rd, 2022 at 12:29. These are all IP addresses. It's 12:29, 12:40, Last message was repeated at 12:59. Maybe in mod view you can see when exactly Soul Creek raided. I just want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, guys. I'm so tired of this internet fudging up. This doesn't make any sense. Seven minutes ago? Okay, thank you. Browsing history, how to download router logs, how do I look at connection logs.
We don't have to do anything. The scent of skin is strong enough.
It's like now I'm loading web pages, but it's like that, maybe that first thing every day or something.
Let's see if I can warm you up. Oh, babe, snuggle, babe.
Gonna get some food. Sounds good, Soul Creek. Sorry that you came in and I'm frustrated, but enjoy the lurk. Sorry any of you have to notice my frustrations, but goodness, is it so much to ask to just be able to freaking do my job? You know, is it so much to ask? All the money I pay to... That's not true.
Don't stop, this is my favorite part. Hold me like it's out of style. Imagination is running wild. Eternity is in your smile. Oh, babe, snuggle, babe. Oh, babe, snuggle, babe. Just wait. Let me drive you crazy. My kind of baby. Wanna stay? Let's get stupid lazy. My kind of baby.
So any of this, is any of this what you think I ought to be looking at? I would keep the view out of stream, but if you can get more accurate log, IP connections doesn't really give you error message stuff. I don't know what I need to be looking at. Hey, did my go live thing work? That's cool. Cool. Mine kind of shows the error in log itself. Wait a moment. How are you guys today? Would love to talk to you a little bit. I'm so sorry for the frustrations. I'm just so frustrated at the internet. And I know there are people who can't eat around the world and stuff, and I'm not trying to devalue any of that, but it's just like you pay for a service, and I don't know of anyone else I've ever watched stream who has this issue where their alerts cause their stream to drop. But it's got to be an AT&T issue, because I tried it on the Spectrum router and the same issue doesn't appear. Of course, the Spectrum router lost the connection this morning, but that was not the same issue. I don't know what that issue was. Hey Arnie, what's up, buddy? How are you? DM'd. I don't have the I just don't know if I have the energy to do it right now. Doing good, Arnie? Good. I appreciate all the messages you sent in the Discord today, my friend. I appreciate that. Popping a few pics in to introduce yourself. It was very cool. Good to see you. Check out the baby. Got an adorable little son there. Look at him. Like you got a cool family. Quick second. I don't know. I don't know if there's a NAT table troubleshoot. Thanks, man. He the best. I bet he is. I bet he is. I have no doubt. This page displays a firewall log. Resets. I might just have to call customer service one day, guys. I don't have any trust for customer service, but I might have to call them at some point because I'm losing my steam on all this stuff, to be honest with you. I just don't have a whole lot of steam left on this internet crap anymore. My wife's the best too. I don't doubt it. Mine is too. I think both of our wives are probably the best. I think they're both probably the best. I say let's just get back to the stream and I'll call customer service tomorrow or something. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry to be so frustrated by it, but I'm so tired. We can't get a raid around here without the stream tanking. If you'll allow it, I want to skip the saxophone today. My heart, like I told you, my heart's not in the sax today. We'll get back. They tried to switch our router 3 times, no matter how many times I told them it's on their end on the cables. Maybe it is. Maybe it's something like that. I'll have to call them, and I appreciate that, Arnie. I love you guys too. A great deal. A great deal. I hate that seems so frequently there's something bugging me. But I do have this delicious Ghost energy drink today. I've got this delicious Ghost energy drink. We have the blue raspberry Sour Patch flavor. What's going on? I'm just frustrated with my internet because whenever I load a web page or the browser source goes out to ping for my alerts or whatever is supposed to happen, like
Hey,
this,
you put me on your thing.
for some reason
Cool.
there's something in the AT&T can't handle the router, or the cables or something can't handle a random web page load or something in the background. I don't really know. I honestly could not tell you what the issue is, but it drops the stream for a few seconds, which like isn't the biggest deal, I guess, but whenever it's a raid, that's the worst time for something to go wrong. I don't care if a raid has 1 person in it or 100 people in it. It's the worst time for it to go wrong when someone has chosen to send the people that enjoy watching them to you. And it is so frustrating to me, and I think I'm just gonna have to call customer service and see if we can't. Maybe they can check Here, I'm gonna write down the time. Kira, can you tell me about exactly what time that occurred? Or exactly how many minutes ago now? I'm sorry to ask you again, but ModView should let you see the timing with which the things came through. Another reason it's good to have a mod around. So just internet troubles. Just internet troubles, Geo. But how are you? How are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Trying to get that sponsorship from the Ghost Gaming folks. Would love some free Ghost Gaming. 1956. Okay. Cool. Which would mean it's 12:56 my time. I know, and I know you guys don't mind. Those of you who already enjoy hanging around here don't mind, but I feel like new folks could probably bounce off if they come in and my freaking stuff won't stay up. But I understand, and I appreciate that. I do hope, Soul Creek, if you're listening still, I do hope you had a good time. Sorry I couldn't pop in. Like I said, I was recording some Dungeon Boys stuff. I'm very excited. Those of you, maybe we need to reach out. Not yet. I don't think so. Not yet. I don't think we're quite ready. As you can see, there are 7 people here. They will laugh at a sponsorship request if I tell them I reliably have between 7 to 10 people in chat. Or 7 to 10 people who have the stream turned on and possibly muted. You know. Yeah. It's something. We did learn it's something either with the AT&T hardware or the AT&T cables. We did at least learn that, which is great. I don't have to worry about my PC, and I'm pleased by that. Hopefully. But we're here. We're here to play games. We're here to have fun. I'm kind of ready to jump right into the game if you guys are ready. That'll certainly cheer me up, and it's something I'm very excited about. But for those of you who don't know, we do have a D&D podcast called Dungeon Boys. We just wrapped up season 2 of the story that I am producing with the Dungeon Boys. Yeah, we'll see. Nothing to be upset about that I won't be able to convince Ghost Energy to supply me with free goods, but yeah, I'm not upset about that. I do want to be a realist. If turning off the Wi-Fi changes things, on our case it helped a bit. It made no sense, but it seemed to clear out the connection for a few hours. It could be. It could. I'll have to go figure out how to turn that off. But let's switch my PlayStation or my PC to the gaming accoutrement. The gaming settings. I'm very much ready to play. Let's not play Apex today. Let's play Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West, my friends. The time is now. The time is now. But yeah, sorry. For those of you who, if you enjoy Dungeons and Dragons, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for 4 years. We wrapped up season 2. Season 2, episode 21, the end of season 2. The finale went live yesterday. And then we recorded an announcement video today where we announce what we plan to do in the future. Which is a lot of fun, and I'm very excited for all that. So. I don't want to practice my hunting skills because I've already hunted you out, my friend. You all hunted up. You all hunted up. Can I not? No, I guess I can't pull out my bow here. But I can pull it out here. Alright, you guys, we're back. We're back in the Forbidden West. I hope you guys are down with it. This is Aloy. We are trying to get out here to the Forbidden West. We are very close to being able to pull that off, and I'm very excited about it. I don't know why this doesn't clear out, because I've definitely completed this hunting ground. But we are on our way to hopefully the end of the prologue. I'm very excited about that. Very excited. We don't have anything else. The bristlebacks, the enduring we can't do. I guess we can check the map and see any. There's only one place it looks like we haven't gone yet. Blocked path is fine. Unknown. That's okay. I think we're ready. Let's go get it started. Let's go get it started. I think we're ready to roll. But so far our goal is we have to go to an embassy, a meeting of the Western peoples and the Eastern peoples. The West is supposedly forbidden for reasons unknown. The Tenakth tribe is out there trying to fight us. But we're trying to head out there so that we can figure out what is causing the daggummed corruption to be destroying the world that we live in. You're good. That's all good, Tara. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing mod duties and whatnot. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the help. Thanks for sticking with me even when I get bugged. But yeah, Chaz, I'm sure you're lurking or whatever, but let me tell you, I was super excited whenever you said that not only were you planning to come to TwitchCon, but you already booked a hotel, or booked a room in the same hotel, man. I'm so excited.
Karaja Horn. Maybe that means the embassy's starting soon.
To clue everybody else in, yesterday, TwitchCon announced that they were definitely going to do what they're doing. They announced hotels to book for October. Whenever TwitchCon happens, I went ahead and found myself a hotel and booked it right on up. That way I could definitely have a spot relatively nearby whenever TwitchCon comes. We're just waiting for tickets to go live. And again, something else that I'm very, very excited about is the Twitchieth Conieth. I explained this morning to everybody that TwitchCon doesn't excite me because I watch so many people stream that I'm dying to meet streamers I enjoy. TwitchCon excites me because it's going to offer me the ability to travel as Tank. You know, one of my dreams is to travel for this new job that I have. And this is going to allow me to do that, and that's why I want to go real bad. And of course, the opportunity to meet any of you who also are out there. I wish you could be, Arnie. Who knows? October it might happen. What's going on here?
Hey, what happened here?
What do you care?
Don't you?
As it happens? No. You know, I was already having a crappy day, and now these two idiots picked my shift to climb the damn mountain. Wouldn't be so bad if this one weren't so heavy.
Wait, 2 idiots?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2. Heard another one shouting up top. Sounds like they got caught between sharp claws and a sharper fall.
Uh-oh.
Someone's in trouble. Aren't you gonna do something?
Self-inflicted. And I got my hands full with this one.
You're seriously not going to help.
You seriously are?
What a loser this guy
Someone's
is.
in trouble at the top of the cliff. I better get to climbing.
But also, when it comes to TwitchCon, you guys, don't worry at... Is that underwater combat we're about to get into? Don't worry at all. When it comes to TwitchCon, I'll be videoing as much of it as I'm allowed to, and we'll have plenty of footage that we can review. I look forward to meeting up with whoever decides they want to come. and we'll, you know, hang out, grab some meals together, all kind of stuff. I wish it wasn't 7 months away, honestly. I'm excited for it now. I wish I could go. Bonka, bring that baby. Bring that baby so I can say,
Ooh, you're so cute, baby. Ooh, Peach. Peach.
I would only pinch your baby if you allowed me to, I promise. Never pinch against the mother or father's will. But I didn't really get it as a kid. Like when you see all those movies and TV shows where people are like, oh, that baby, I just want to pinch his cheeks. But my buddy, one of my closest friends and his wife, who is also a great friend of mine, they have an almost year-old daughter and a 2.5-year-old son. And when I tell you that when I see those children, I just want to grab them and just squeeze them until they pop. I just don't know why that's a natural reaction to children, but it is. They're just made to be peached. But I know I don't know why, but it has to be natural. There's no way it's an unnatural phenomenon if it's something that we so many of us commonly experience. Wrong place, wrong time, buddy. So sorry. Oop. Wrong place, wrong time. But Bonka, how are you and the baby today? I look forward to new infinitives or whatever you call those grammatically that you use to describe your feelings for you and the baby. We're good. Excellent. I'm so glad. Also, Chad, I feel like I should probably add some sort of command that, you know, you guys can redeem to make me stop talking about TwitchCon, but I truly am so excited. And like I said, Chaz, I don't know if you're still here, but I last night whenever you responded and you were like when you were like, hey, I'm gonna stay in the same hotel. I booked the same hotel. You know, it seemed like a good spot so we can, you know, hang out or whatever. I told my wife, I was like, I'm about to tell you something that a literal dream of mine came true. You know, because it's one thing if you're going to TwitchCon, and it's one thing if you're going to TwitchCon and you're willing to add me to your list of people you want to hang out with. But it's another thing for you to be like, oh no, I want to stay in the same hotel as you, Mr. Tank. And that just means the absolute world to me. And like I said, just so special. So special. We always went there every PAX South until they canceled it. This will be my first ever gaming conference. Gaming/entertainment conference. It's my first ever. Oh shit. And I can't describe it. I can't describe it in any other way besides giddy with joy. Oh, okay. Alright. Graphics.
Machines. I've trapped and lost them up here.
Oh shoot. About to die. Does this thing make the shot? You don't really like fire, do you?
Fire!
I'm dead. Okay. I'm excited to make this the first one. I'm excited to make this the first of many. Because I said it this morning that it's very uncommon that I have anybody nowadays that I can see face to face, that I can touch, that I can, you know, shake hands with, that I can drop by and say hello to, that is in my career, that is a colleague of mine, you know what I mean? Like, there's no one currently who I can look at and be like, oh, you're trying to do the same thing that I'm trying to do. You're a colleague of mine. Let's chat about work or whatever. And I feel like just being able to go to TwitchCon and be among people who are similar, doing the same thing, is going to be super cool. Just being able to go to like a weekend's worth of summer camp around a bunch of people who are all either doing the same thing or understand the thing that I'm doing. Just being in that atmosphere, I'm so excited about. Which is why I'd love to also go to like E3 one day. PAX is not one I'm super familiar with, but I'd love to try one of the... I think that'd be awesome to try too. A Comic-Con? I miss Soda City Comic-Con, which is the one that happens in our city this year, but I'll try to hit that next year, at least for content, and show you guys what's up there. But, boy, I'll tell you what.
Machines. I've trapped that Oseram up here.
Yes, it was me. Come on. These things, did we decide what? They are weak to fire. Big miss. There you go. Chat, they stopped, drop, and roll. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I'll stash this away for later.
The creatures stopped, drop, and roll to get themselves off of fire. We clipping it. They did. They did. They stopped, drop, and roll. Hello, lady. PAX is like a big celebration of all things gaming. I'm in. I'm in. Well, I gotta make some more money.
I live. My so-called bodyguard. You see him on your way up?
It was hard to miss him.
Right now, I can only make
dead.
TwitchCon a guarantee this year.
Guess that's what
Enough,
I get
baby.
for believing in the first chuff in the tavern who said he was a mountain-climbing machine hunter. At least I don't have to pay him now.
I'm a mountain climbing machine
What
hunter.
are you doing up here?
That used to be.
It is the blue Sour Patch Kid
the
flavor.
mechanism uses a special lens.
I
which
can't
in
tell
some
whether I
very
like this one
specific
or the
circles is highly valuable.
red one
And
better.
since the Karja are planning on tearing them down, I was going to liberate the lens before it got destroyed. You get it for me, and the lenses from the other towers. I'll make it very worth your while.
Ooh, another mission, eh?
I already found some, actually.
Well, look at that. Looks like you're quite the opportunist too, eh? Let me take these off your hands then. This should be a nice reward for your efforts. I'm an honest merchant after all. Thank you,
Aloy.
Reyna.
Reyna.
Well, Aloy, as soon as I'm up for it, I'll be going back to Barren Light to rest this ankle. But I'll stick around in case you want to get me that lens up this tower here. No pressure, just saying. Promise it'll be worth it.
I'll see what I can do.
Of course, Mia. I promise. I'm gonna do it right now. This spoiled dog needs me to fluff that blanket, chat. Axe. Bork. Bork, bork, bork. I know. She gotta relax. This dog pig. This pig dog pig.
It's not hooking onto that.
Yes, you are. I'm excited at the prospect of this lady making it worth my while to have found these lenses. Oops. Ooh-wee. Chilling. If I'm half as cool as Aloy one day whenever I finally hit the dirt, I will have been 100 times cooler than I ever had any right to be.
Who's trying to pull that?
There we go.
I am really busting up this place.
Yeah, Aloy, gotta be honest with you, if this weren't a video game, I would be a little bit worried. Okay. Here we go. That's the outside. Oh, that's just the way down, I guess. We got it!
Signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna. Got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time I see her.
3 out of 6? You're telling me there are 3 lenses in this valley? What the? Maybe she'll tell me where the rest of them are. Alright. Reyna, Reyna. Reyna, Reyna. Alright, girl. What you got for me?
Did you find the lens?
Sure did.
Maybe, if you're ready to trade.
Ha! Let's deal.
Here you go.
I like this
Isn't that
lady.
a sight? And here's a little something for your troubles. Now, if you find any more of these, make sure to come find me at Barren Light.
You got it.
See you around.
You got it, queen. Speaking about cons, tell me, Tara, what about the con? 15 shards, 1 green shine silver, and 1 bronze ingot. Heck yes, baby. All I got to say is heck yes.
The world always seems quieter when it snows.
Because no episode today here. Oh, okay. Whatever you give me, Tara, I'll take. As long as my game allows it. Oh god. If I can stealth this thing underwater, cannot. I can't even do underwater combat. Okay. That'll do. Now you know, or no, we already went underneath, so we already found out what's down there. Cool. Tara, I half expect this to be like, oh, I was actually the head of, you know, the Finnish Comic-Con, so here's a video of me
Everything okay
leading
up
it.
there?
What, so you care now?
Yeah, no, not just. I'm just making small talk.
Keep up the good work.
It's raining, Jet. It's a raining man. Hallelujah, it's a raining man. Alright, let's get in there. We're finally at Barren Light. Might actually have to worry about running out of supplies here soon.
I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around too.
What's up, guys?
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well.
You've been
the
hosting
Hammering Flame,
FFF Fight and
there's
cons?
treasure
What's
out
that?
west, unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy
Tara, is there
band of
anything that you
Southerners
aren't doing
knows
in the
lay of
world?
the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified, but I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy.
I'm just so
I was
excited.
hoping
I
your
wish that
arrival
we didn't have
meant
to
they
wait
might
7
be
months
open
for this
soon.
con thing.
I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West, guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
They have
If
added
you
some
can
very
get
interesting
those
characters to
blasted
this game.
gates open.
Every character we've met so far, I've been happy to talk to.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Final Fantasy Fight. I think it only picked up on northern countries around EU. It's this turn-based Final Fantasy style show fight people can participate in. I am very interested in that, and I assume that's what we're about to watch, and we're gonna watch at the end of the stream, and part of me wants to turn the game off so we can watch it. Dude. Show me a log. Show me a log. The world! The world building! Mamma mia! The world building! I cannot believe it! The saw, it really work! That was so excellent. That was so excellent. Oh man. The slicing shredder gauntlet. Oh man, I don't have enough money at all for that. Winners decided by spectators by screaming to their favorite fighter. Awesome, I love that way of making decisions. We can watch that stuff. The video I posted is a few costumes from different conventions around America. I'll take that too. I'll take it all, Tara. I'll take it all.
Aloy, I was hoping I'd see you around. Did you find any lenses?
I'm working on it.
Fair enough.
This lady, she reminds me of someone.
He's giving me a bad time. Or did you miss that part? No one wants to play some Strike?
Am I the only one who found that log thing super exciting? Maybe I am. I don't know. That was just awesome. The log
Looking for a
actually
real
coming
challenge?
up and being sliced.
Time to put your shards to use.
Trade with the cook.
I'll draw the from your pockets next time.
I will draw the shards from your pockets next time.
The savior of
I think since we're talking about cons and stuff, we need to decide, those of us who, anytime we meet up, those of us who are going to TwitchCon this year and stuff like that, places where we can meet up, we need to decide what we're going to do together. How do we want to identify ourselves all as a similar community? Maybe we'll all wear a feather in our hat. Maybe we'll wear a t-shirt with a funny word on it. Maybe we'll all wear khaki shorts like I like to do. Man, woman, boy, or girl, you're wearing khaki shorts.
Looks like he's
It's
had it.
settled. Who dis?
Savior!
Hey!
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
I don't know,
Really,
buddy.
Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me. I fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Laravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Laravik was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
But not a
I
dozen
can
soldiers
see
have a
this summer's
focus.
If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Hey, we gotta help out our homeboy. We gotta help out our homie, chat. Hey, look, it's Erend.
Gentlemen,
That's our cue.
This man getting drunk.
taking the edge off.
Oh, if the end of the world's coming, I don't be sober for it. Now, let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seen the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
His sister died in the first game.
I better get going.
Right, you know, I'll have to do complicated Aloy things.
Dude, come on,
Maybe
brother.
just don't disappear completely this time.
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
don't count on it.
Don't count on it. He's a drinky McStinky man. I think we could probably curb a lot of alcoholism in the world if legally you are required to refer to yourself and be referred to as a drinking McStinker if you were an alcoholic. People would probably treat alcohol with more respect. Hard to be cool whenever your name is preceded by Drinky McStinker on serious documents. Call me Drinky then. You're not an alcoholic, Soul Creek. I shouldn't tell people that. I never really know. You certainly don't seem like an alcoholic. Oh, we got him. We got him, chat. Don't worry. We got him. Welcome back, Soul Creek. I'm a lot less grumpy now that you've come back. I'm a lot less grumpy now. Now that I'm back in this sweet little game. Now that I'm back. Oop, blood on the water. Blood on the ground, excuse me.
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains.
Alright, buddy.
It's as good a place to start as any.
I gotta take your stuff. Let's examine that blood.
I'm sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here.
I think more of a problem is the fact that it's illegal up until 21 leads to people starting early and not knowing what they're doing. So I think I agree with you, just for maybe a different reason.
I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party.
I guess maybe for the same reason. My farts are illegal. Toadjib, welcome back. Be careful with your farts then if they're illegal.
Broken branches. Was someone up here?
A lot of people are enticed by the forbidden nature of the substance that they end up overindulging and then messing themselves up for life. So yeah, I think I just straight up agree with you. 21's late.
Away from Barren Light. I should be able to follow them with my focus.
I try. But we welcome you back, Toadjib.
Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
How are you today? We're just talking about Horizon Zero Dawn and alcoholism. The two things that go hand in hand.
Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them. If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them.
Oh. I got greedy, chat. I got greedy with my speedies. Oh no, not me in the middle. Smoke bomb, smoke bomb. Smoke bomb was pretty sweet. Call me Batman. Ah! Just a hair too late. What's up, E3? You made it more on time to the stream today, my friend. You don't have to miss too much. Yeah, exactly. Either way, it doesn't work out very good, Soul Creek. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Or you're like me and you're just too smart for all that. Am I right, chat? Joke, I'm just kidding. I'm good. I'm suffering because I need to wait until 5 p.m. tomorrow to play Elden Ring. And yes, alcoholism is extremely bad. I'm an ex-alcoholic. If I was in charge, I would try to highly limit alcoholic consumption. I got you, dude. Yeah, I shouldn't. I don't intend to speak lightly about it. It's a real thing, and it's a real thing that hurts people, and eventually hurts people without them choosing to let them, without them choosing, you know, for it to hurt them. So yeah, and you apologies for me making light of it. It's a tough thing.
Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus.
Everything in moderation, I say. House Forbidden West. I'm not going to stay for long because I don't want to spoil myself too much. I got you. It's amazing. I'm having a wonderful time with it. You know, my list of issues is like this long, and my list of things that make it amazing is this long. It seems like a great sequel. They've improved on everything in every way so far. I haven't noticed anything that they should have improved that they haven't. Everything looks great, plays great. It plays a lot like the first, but with really, really good quality of life changes.
Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow.
I'm a very big fan of it.
Where did you go off to? Focus might find something I missed.
It's good to take things lightly in general, but realizing something is negative is a good idea. Yeah. Sorry, pig. I know you were sleeping there. But I got to kill things that are sleeping. Another pig, I'll let you live. I'll let you live, pig. I'll let you live. Also, I got a job offer out of college from Micron. I'm not familiar with Micron, but that's awesome. Congratulations, my friend. Wait, what cave? Oh, there. Congratulations. Getting a good job out of college is sometimes a very difficult task, so I'm glad to see that you pulled it off. Get that money, acquire females. Or meals. Whichever you prefer. Another quality of life E3 they've added is this new climbing thing. So you can climb on most any surface, and then you use your focus to highlight the rocks that you can climb on.
This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
Get money. Acquire those. Get money. Acquire those to whom you are attracted. Oh yeah, we stealing those valuables.
If you give up now, these are in his shadow, he will find strength. I say we kill the lion. Take on a whole character. Won't be easy.
Ooh there. Spooky dungeons. The eclipse for real.
Killed him, or he lost his nerve. We'll just have to blast our way through the gates. And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra. And now
See you later, E3.
We'll track
Congratulations on the job.
But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
The shadow will rise again. A new dawn is coming.
What?
I'm coming!
I don't like that he immediately saw me, but I guess I was hiding behind the car. This is why I don't go in caves. What's up, War? Check this out. I can go to my skill tree and then equip this invisibility ray. Hopefully things don't have to recharge. They do. They do have to recharge. Oh crap. The bow on human combat in this tight space is not the best.
Takes care of that. I'm sure there's more of them outside. I better be careful.
Okay, so now my stealth stalker thing is activatable. Cool. Cool. How are you, War? How was your stream yesterday? How are you doing? How's life? Oh, darn it! Invisibility, please. Beep boop boop. You can't see me no more.
We'll have to search. I'm ready. You won't get away with that!
Yes, I will. Invisibility for the will. All right. Turns out Silent Strike doesn't always win the day.
Sounds like there's more.
Oh, because he was a lieutenant.
If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. He could tell me where they are.
It does look like I got away with it, didn't it? Life is the same. How's this going? I'm loving it, man. I'm so in love with this game. So in love with it.
Don't worry on me. I can send it to my stash.
The adventure feels ripe in this game. My adventure plums are ripe to bursting. My adventure plums are full of that sweet adventure juice as it drippies down my chin. Large health potion, okay. Let's test something. Okay. Didn't work. We do have 3 skill points which we can check out. I want to go back to this though, because this was my favorite. Range weapon damage plus 45%. What kind of skillies do we want? Recover weapon stamina faster. I certainly don't care about that. Deal more damage with resonator blasts. Jump off an enemy to quickly reposition yourself and create distance. Super cool. Life is pretty ugly. Sure, there can be happiness, some beautiful sceneries, but more often than not, there's, you know it. Not gonna go count everything up in here. Weird guy, what you talking about, my friend? You okay? Entered at How's Life, if that explains everything. Okay, I got you. That does help explain. Well, I'm sorry that things aren't feeling too good right now, for certain. But you're right. Life generally is kind of ugly sometimes. Let's go ahead and grab this. Life really can be pretty ugly sometimes, but you don't want to use the good things wouldn't be as good without bad things excuse, but sometimes it can be helpful to remember that good things wouldn't be as good, I guess, without bad things. And sometimes it's important to remember that even though sometimes people like to say that happiness is an inalienable right, it's not, unfortunately. It's not. I don't know where necessarily we human beings get the notion that by virtue of us being born, we're entitled to happiness. Of course, I wish that were the truth, but it is true. Sometimes you gotta swim through the muck to find the good nuggets, and I hope that you do indeed find them. It should be, without a doubt it should be. I wish it was. I've seen the reviewer opinions of Elden Ring, and it seems like it's my Breath of the Wild times 10 in terms of exploration and zero hand-holding. I imagine it's definitely zero hand-holding. I wonder if they're going to be able to open the door of... Ooh. Oh, I don't even have a sharp shot bow, so I probably shouldn't do that yet. Take less damage while I just don't know if I want any of these things. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it as fun to explore as Breath of the Wild was, but I am super ready to let them try. Jump off an enemy to quickly reposition yourself. How do I jump off? Oh, that's an R1. How do I use this move? Two ads in a row. Oh no. Sorry about your ads. Let's try it. I mean, I don't see why not. Okay. Let's get back to the gameplay, my friends.
I'm guessing that's Rayad. Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
Is he alive or dead?
Loyal Eclipse. If you're seeing this...
What the?
It means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow.
But I agree. Happiness should be an inalienable right.
Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light.
I believe the pursuit of happiness is an inalienable right.
Conquest.
What?
The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light.
Yeah, these were the main enemies from the first game, or at least the main human enemies.
Rayad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
You got it. These were the main human bad guys from the first game. Don't know how I'm supposed to get that, but let's rappel down. Let's rappel down. But hello, by the way, weird guy. Hello again. Hello, hello. You know what? I was gonna dodge the machines, but no thanks. Let's not dodge the machines. Let's fight them. Let's fight them, guys.
I can't override that machine. But I could learn if there's a cauldron out here.
Not a lot, man. Just playing some Zero Dawn, having a grand old time. Oh no, you've been shocked. Oh no, you've been shocked. Ow! Ow! They say I'm killing. I'm killing like a villain, but Aloy ain't no villain. She just be shilling out the destruction of the corrupted machines. Aloy ain't mean. She is the woman of your dreams. She keeps her hair clean. And she keeps her toes pristine. You may ask, what do I mean? Well, I can't tell you, because then it would require me telling you how much I think about Aloy's toes, and I ain't gonna do that. Because the number would appall you. It would stall your brain. It would leave you in pain. Why is Tank thinking about Aloy's toes so dang much? A little bit ridiculous. They're just toes. Why is he so concerned with her toes? That was some slam poetry by Tank Media Games for your ears only. Sorry, boy. Getting wrecked by metal ferrets. Jeez, Tank, just subbed to her OnlyFeets already. Chat, do you guys want a sneak peek of my OnlyFeets real quick? My piggies are loose. I'll let you see them if you want. For free. I'll let you see my piggies. Also, War, I ended up getting my, I was telling everybody else earlier today, I got my hotel booked for TwitchCon. I expect to see you there. How'd my wife take it when I told her about my feet fetish? She took off her socks. She probably got some funky toes with all that adventuring she's doing. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. She probably got some funky toes. This woman's probably got busted up toenails, gangrenous blisters. It's a miracle she's still alive, quite honestly. I was just about to accept it. You're so fast. Whenever I'm playing console games, I'm pretty fast on those. Also, Tara, I'm sorry. I kind of forget. But sometimes, especially with the word things. But when I'm playing console games, I don't have to tab out. My mouse is always available to me. Got some man. She got them calluses. She do. She do be having them calluses. I just checked. I'm not allowed in San Diego. The sheriff was all, this town ain't big enough for the both of us and whatever. Or that sounds like you're being silly. You're making that up. Silly goose. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. I want this thing. A Leap Lasher Circulator. I need one of those. I never even heard of a Leap Lasher.
A pleasure trading with it.
Or have I? Burrower. Scrounger. Charger. Dude, look at all these variants of a Burrower. What? What? There are that many Burrowers? Also, that's a ton of machines. And a Slitherfang. Terrifying again. Hey, Norman. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Oh, we gotta go clear this by his name. Ooh. Almost popped a booby.
There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
I know, we've already talked to him about that, you silly girl.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy, did you find anything?
Oh, I found it.
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar, he might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show
Crack
him
the
that.
booty bone.
And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
That's it then. The end of the eclipse.
Sunfall.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned?
Any of you
the ones
guys
who
call
got
it
through Barren Light
Sunfall?
weeks
I'm a
ago?
sunset man myself.
Their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
What were we talking about earlier?
wanna
Elden
help.
Ring?
I can
Is
fight.
everybody excited for Elden
I
Ring?
know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Oh, I'll do it. Got some new skill points. Gosh, I'm not ready to spend my skill points yet. Let me just live. Well, I'm sure there will be plenty of people to watch play it, my man. I am looking forward to playing it myself. Oh, I can always call him out? Dude, awesome. Did not know that. Very cool. You were the only one gushing about it today? I gotcha. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I think the only thing that will hurt is how hard it's going to be. I think that will definitely hurt the giddy exploration aspect like Breath of the Wild had. There was never really a moment in Breath of the Wild where I was afraid of what I might find around any given corner. I'm definitely afraid of what I'm going to find around every given corner in Elden Ring. So who knows? But I'm definitely excited to play it. But it'll be a while probably because I got plenty to do here. I think we'll probably end up going for the platinum in this game. So.
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studios
you mean your first From Software game, Geo?
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals
Yeah,
have yet to sound
it might be a good place to jump in.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. Now we're open. Once the Tenakth have left.
Nah, dog, we gotta go.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation.
Yeah, maybe so, Tojib.
The Karja offer tribute of food, spices.
I'm excited either way, baby!
Exchange, the Tenakth return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Where is this Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I think Elden Ring looks better than Breath of the
I'll
Wild
take you
too.
to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already
I think Zelda will end up being more accessible to more people, which might give it an edge, but good games is good games. I think we got plenty of good games to look forward to.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have
Because you want to be Guts from Berserk?
The work
Do it!
stoppage and change scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I'll probably end up going with the most vanilla build available.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
I don't like following people in video games. I don't think anybody does.
And good luck.
Why the Sun King believes we can have peace with these barbarians? How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Yeah, this is coming from Weird Pointy Hat Man.
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tenakth sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up.
Shut
Why
up.
the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian. File a complaint.
The Meridian I saved.
File?
That's right.
File a complaint.
Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tenakth horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Me too, Tojib. Me too.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Keep telling yourself that. Aloy is ballin'. What's up, Varl? Yeah, I really hope. Yeah, I hope the same thing. I feel like I understand the necessity of weapon degradation, but it was too fast in Breath of the Wild. It was way too fast.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior.
I don't care if it's the devil between herself. The gate stays sealed until that horn blows.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual Aloy wants
Necessity,
something.
sir. Please, there's no reason for that.
It's not gonna work.
That's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do?
Yeah, that sounds really
when
good,
he hears
Tojo.
what you
And I
did?
agree, Gio.
Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Save
Let
her.
her through. Thanks, Aaron.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
This is not a character that I would have expected to stick with her for so long. But oh, look at old Varl helping
This
out.
tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
It's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, guys. Oh, shoot. Look at all them feathers. Do you speak the common tongue? Oh, these people look cool.
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja.
It is known.
This has nothing to do with them. I need
What's
to
that
go
from?
west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
What is it is
The only
known
lives
from?
you can save are your own. By turning back.
Very
Now,
cool weapons.
She's telling the truth
Do
about
I know
one
you?
thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Let me speak to her over here where no one can hear
A
anything.
fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I mean, I might have to shoot your people in the head with my bow and arrow, but
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's It's getting worse every day. Much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west. And I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others,
Dude,
but don't let that deceive
these cutscenes are like 10,000 times better than they were in the first game.
Maybe. If I need him.
you. Your choice.
Is that hyperbole, chat?
You can
You
find him at his
decide.
palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
They here.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all three clans.
Yeah, they do.
If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
She's over the line. No!
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
There we go. After the embassy, let's see how it goes down. Surely one of these tribes is going to be the villainous tribe, right? There's got to be a group of human beings that we shoot in this game. Let's just be honest. It's got to be one of these tribes. What's in the box? Cool foot talons, you duty heads. I'm Team West so far based on the look. Bump the Karja and this dirty old priest. Know what I'm saying?
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regalla. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you
She's
pledge
terrifying.
your fears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Somebody hand me an arrow. This lady rides machines just like me.
Lancers, form up.
How'd they pull this up? How'd they pull this off? Ooh, they got the hogs. They on the hogs.
They're riding machines.
I can do
Where'd
that.
they learn to do that?
Silence.
Silence, yeah, that'll do it.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up.
Oh, shoot. Yep, there's your evil humans.
Get to cover!
Oh, there we go. You know you gotta have a death. Oh, yeah, there you go. Dog, that's 2 in the heart. Give it up. He limp. There's always that guy who's like, I'm gonna run in the middle of the volley. The drama. Give me more drama, Aloy. Oh! Oh, keep crawling up in there. Oh!
To the Karja! Run them down!
This lady is ballin'. She walked up here with her whole balls out. You gotta hack into him, kinda, Toadjib.
They're not gonna make it.
Put one in the priest. The priest always survives somehow, though. Oh, man. Yeah. So one of the characters from the first game made it west and taught these people how to ride machines, I guess. Yeah! Oi! Alright, I'm starting to feel bad about this. Dude, this guy's so cool, too! Look at these characters! A little late for that, buddy.
I don't have a shot.
Nice! Nice kill! Ooh! Bad kill. Ooh! That went right in that man's cockadiddly. Was that a bow check? Yes, it was. They're wielding bow checks. Ooh! I just assumed.
Can you see?
No, yeah, they're not full AI like that, Toadjib.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers!
The community challenge is complete. Bean Boozled shall return at the end of the, or not the end, but as during this amazing cutscene. The beans are back. If you honestly think that Aloy Baloy Jones cannot kill these people, if you honestly think, hey,
here they come! Spotted.
Jet, no! Horizon Battle Royale win. Sometime. Hopefully sometime soon. Nice armor. Keep it going, Baloy! Oh, that's gonna blow up.
On target.
Miss Kitty Paws, welcome to the stream. First chatter. Welcome. First time chatter, not first ever chatter. Welcome. Also, I should welcome my boy Jetpack Paul. Thank you for being here. Aloy's already in Fortnite. I hope not. I hope not. But maybe. But welcome to the stream, Miss Kitty Paws. Hopefully you're a Horizon fan. I'm a Horizon fan. I am very much enjoying my first playthrough of Forbidden West. Yeah, all those targets and she doesn't have a shot. Yeah, right. Wait, why are we... I was about to say, why are we fighting each other? I thought they were... Oh, no. Yay! She was added to Fortnite? Dude! That man just held back a Warthog machine, y'all. Holy moly.
It's you and me now, bro.
We've survived worse.
We have to mobilize.
You're done. Oh my! Oh, you got me with the Bucking Bronco style. Warthog got me with the Buck and Bronco Jutsu, chat. Ooh.
I'm ready for you.
Are you? Go to sleep. Oh. Whoa! Watch out! Ooh, ooh. We got him. Oof. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be uncool, Jet. Drop in, find your dino mounts. I still think our Pokemon Battle Royale idea would be better, but still.
Outlanders, I'll skin you both.
Will you, Greta?
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Faceless mini boss is so dead right now.
Granted.
Faceless mini boss is deader than dead. Pikachu! Dude, look at that skydive. I told you they would add that melee combat to a fist fight. Not a shield, chat. Not a super cool shield. Oh man.
You're next.
Oh, and a lightsaber.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Weak versus poison. Got it. Yeah, he just kind of stood there and got hit.
Gotta get through that shield.
They don't like the poison, do it?
Now's my chance.
I don't know how to do the jump off attack.
Give it up. His shield regenerated. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
You've broken the shield.
He's naked! He's naked! Kill him while he's nude! So yeah, I do have a really, I/Jet/we have a really good idea for a Pokemon Battle Royale. I can tell you about it if you like. Naked, just like me.
Come down here and face me.
You must strip him before killing.
It was an honorable
Come down here and take off your clothes and face me!
challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades, mark this day. Today you have decimated the Marshals.
Realizing you forgot to charge it.
So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out.
Dude, this is a terrifying villain. She's scary. She needs a good arrow to the head, but that's alright. It is probably the last thing you'd imagine, would be my guess, yeah. I wish I would have brought my patented Microsoft battery bank with built-in USB charging cable. Oh, Varl's injured too. We gotta go it alone.
Make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Erend. For now.
Come on.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'll take you back.
It actually probably has wireless charging. It just, it probably comes with, all of her gear probably comes with like one of those wireless charging mats, and she just lays down and her whole body turns green. Dude, Sag.
I got you.
Everybody who tries to help Aloy gets their legs busted up. Charging beds, patent that. Isn't that what beds kind of are for the human body already? My body charges wirelessly. I patent it! I declare patent!
It's salvage time, boys.
Was that a dude just floating in the air down there? Also, Miss Kitty Paws, welcome again, to, or Mrs. Kitty Paws, excuse me. Welcome to the stream. I hate to bring out first timers, but I do appreciate any time a game that I'm falling in love with brings a new person to the channel. I'm a variety boy, but
Take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
play all kinds of games, but right now I'm big into Horizon Zero Dawn.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this
Yeah.
mess.
Who knows what they're gonna
Seems like the Tenakth
what they're
a
gonna
civil
have,
war in their
Toji.
hands.
That sounds about right.
That just blew your
Marshals
mind.
weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vuadis, Fashav, a massacre. What
Then
will you
after
do
this,
now?
I think it's Elden
We
Ring.
have to head west.
We gotta finish Sifu.
Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after,
And hopefully
I'll
by
also
that
look to
time-
Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you.
Mario Strikers
This
will
is
be
only
out.
the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there, that's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that.
You're telling
Our
me
rebels approached from the north with all those machines they were riding.
that this whole map
They must have
is
made
just
camp
no
up
man's
that
land?
way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Is this a Red Dead
Say
2
the rebels
situation?
let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them, see if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain.
It's my thing.
It'll help
I
me get
climb
the
them.
lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Now, Aloy. If you want to make sure you're prepared for everything, just go down and visit the gun store in Saint Denis. We got our double barrels, single barrels, even got a bow and arrow in there if you're feeling like hunting a little small game. Make sure to pick up a varmint rifle so you can make sure you do plenty of jobs. But just have faith, Aloy. We just need a little more money. Just one more job, Aloy. One more. Okay, sorry. I get excited. I drank all this energy drink and now I'm excited. I do have to go pee real quick, chat. Got to get some of this energy drink out of me. Let me go pee. Tojib, I am a Mario Strikers fan. I'm very excited. I don't think I'm ready to go on Shark Tank Geo fan, but maybe one day I'll have a good idea for that. But I'm very, very excited about Super Mario Strikers. She got to get to Tahiti. But yeah, I'm very excited about Strikers. Whenever June gets here, this channel is going to become a Mario Strikers channel. An Infinity Marble has been purchased. Excellent. But for now, I pee. I'll be right back. Make sure. Oh, another marble. Two marbles have been chosen today, my friends. Only two. Only two so far. Make sure to grab them black powder guns in case the government takes our guns too. Oh no, yeah, Jet. We're gonna do some serious. We're gonna do some serious Mario Strikersing. As long as Nintendo can. I want to go play. We'll talk to him later on.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
Excellent. But as long as Nintendo can keep their online straight.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I'm so in love with this game right now, though.
I appreciate it.
This game is making me feel like I felt the first time I played Breath of the Wild.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I will. I bet I will. I bet I'll metaphorically find what I'm looking for accidentally. All kind of stuff. You claim that every single time I'm here and you've yet to see a single marbles game? Well, you got to get 4 other people on board.
I can grab this from my stash later.
The Shield Wing is an energy-based glider repurposed from machine technology. Hold square while in the air to deploy and glide. Tap circle to stop gliding. We'll see you later, Geo.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spires should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world.
Hey, Jed, I think something's wrong with this guy's charging mat.
The woman who led the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence.
Silence. Hard reboot.
What's his angle?
Hard reboot. Dude, the way is open to us, my friends. The way is open to us. First order of business, we hit the tall neck. It's called a power nap. So funny. I'm interested as to why Terra needs to know how to make coffee. I'm very interested. That was very good. Very good, Mr. Soul Creek. Always waiting.
Good spot to test the shield wing.
Always waiting, ready to pounce. Place faps faster. Wait, recover craft tools, traps and potions faster. I don't know. I feel like I should probably spend some stuff there, but technically call to gain valor when hit by enemies. That actually seems pretty smart. Give people 3K for claiming marble? No. No. No, no, no. Terra may be a new mod, but he's not gonna help y'all mutiny, I swear. I swear. Yep. No way to give him. Craft more ammunition from the same amount of resources. That seems helpful. Swear it. Another marble! Another marble! You cannot ban the broadcaster, it is known. Still nobody told me what it is known means. But that's from.
I climb down when I can glide. It worked! Wow, okay. Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now. This is crazy when we get out here. Light's taking over the land out here, too.
Me happy. Got him. Sorry, bird.
This must be the salvagers I met in Barren Light. Looks like something's going on.
No, I know people saying It Is Known is from like a series or something. I just don't know which one. Is that a rat? What is that? You know I gotta kill it. Sorry, buddy. Boy, really opened up your hiney hole with that one. Brown rat, wild meat. What's up, buddy boy?
Our armor's gotta make all other armors look like rusted buckets of scrap. If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Laren, say hello.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here.
I already love Laren.
Nasty business.
Lord of the Rings?
What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But
Maybe.
everyone in Barren Light is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your
Me neither.
salvage operation.
I don't know.
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I tell you, I'd be interested, Karif.
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Also, what are the
Of
odds that this is
course you
Aloy's dad
would.
with this red hair?
And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to
I think
hunters,
3 currently.
just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Laren can take care of you while I'm gone.
Yeah, you're right.
To see what
Obviously
you come
not.
up with,
Sorry.
my boy.
Leave it
I'm
to me.
sorry.
It'll blow all the others
I
out of
just
the
he has red hair. He's the only person we've seen with red hair. I'm sorry. Of course you're right. I know that.
What are you talking about?
I know that.
armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west.
I'm so
They
sorry.
make better armor than mine. I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would
Sure.
I be looking for?
Shell
He
walking
does
devices.
cardio.
Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the Forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
Cool.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
Very smart, Aloy. Don't make any deals right now. Very smart. Another marble. The 4th marble is slotted into place.
I might want to read that contract before going on the
No, these people were all born naturally. Aloy is the only clone that we currently know of, I think.
Looking up for that.
Now, all of these people's parents, I believe, were clones. What's this guy doing over here? No, I told myself we gotta go for the tall neck, and that's what we're gonna do. Sounds good, War. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Must have been huge battle.
Enjoy yourself.
The old ones. I gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time.
Can I hide in this grass? No, probably not.
That machine could swoop down on me if I'm not careful.
Weak versus Freezy? Okay, I can do Freezy. Oh, you weren't supposed to notice that. Ow! Am I on fire? No, you should stop. Whatever you're doing, you should stop. Ow! Really? Really? Whoa! Did you guys really do it? I'm dead. Is that it? Today might we... 6 has been claimed. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I think I hear Thanos coming. I think I hear Thanos. Here, let me pause the game real quick, and I think I hear Thanos coming. I can hear him grabbing the marbles. I can hear him grabbing the marbles upstairs, and he's got them all, so. There you go. I guess the game's gone. Guess we're marbling now. Guess we're marbling, chat. This is the first full marble redeem.
Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Ah!
I mean, if that's what you want, Joker. Okay. Tara, feel free to change the title of the stream to something that has to do with marbles, and feel free to change the game to marbles. We have marbled. The marbling has occurred. Boop. Yeah, you should just do set title. It ought to work. This is the first time we have ever done the marbles. Tojib, if you're unfamiliar with what the marbles command does, I'll do it. Oops. There you go. Well, we were playing Horizon Forbidden West. Was Tojib was the 6. Also, what's up, Kung Fuqua? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. For anybody who was here to watch Horizon Forbidden West, here is the command. I like marbles. If you do too, spend channel points on gathering the infinity marbles. If chat gathers all 6, we snap and play marbles on stream instead of whatever we're doing now. Points will be refunded if all 6 marbles are not collected. Horizon, Tara, would you mind going ahead and clicking the check mark on everybody's marble redeems? That way we take their points away. Also, what's up, Tessalad? I saw you. Hold on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Give me a little old break. Give me a little old break. Got some music to play for marbles. There you go. Tojib was 4th. But yeah, sorry to anybody who was planning on watching Horizon Forbidden West. We are now playing marbles today. So the only requirement I have is that if you bought a marble during a game that I am dying to play, like Horizon Zero Dawn, you better be playing. You better be adding your marble to the stream. That's all I'm trying to say. But we're playing marbles. Marbles is here. We'll play marbles for a while at least. You don't need to play marbles all stream. I know, yeah, we'll play maybe marbles for 30 minutes or so. How about that? This is a game, Toadjib. All you got to do is do !play. Yep, go ahead and type !play into the chat if you want to if you want to have a marble on screen. There you go. There you go. There you go. Fear for Wolfie is here. Look at all these. Miss Kitty Paws is ready to play. Miss Kitty Paws is down for anything, obviously. Appreciate you coming in here today. Hello, what's up, Arcane Arts? How you doing? Yeah, load them up. Load up the marbles, chat. Load them up. Load them up. We got Toadjib. We got Toadjib. We got Weird Guy, Fearful Wolfie, Mr. Soul. Here, I'll just read them from the screen. We got Toadjib, Weird Guy, War Never Changes, Tank Media Games, Kung Fuqua, Mrs. Kitty Paws, Mr. Soul Creek, Fearful Wolfie, Terra, Arcane, and that man Zam. Chat, if you've never played marbles on stream with me, Mr. Tank Media Games, you will know that I do my darndest to make it an entertaining outing. I want you to feel like you are at the races. I want to feel like you are going through the paces. I want you to feel like you're having melting on your faces, because it's going to be quite the race. Blue Doctor wants to play as well. Everybody get in here. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes to get in here, and then we'll start calling it. For one of the first things we do, also, hello, Blue Doctor. One of the first things we do, we like to check out the course. Your marbles will drop down here. We'll go either down the left or the right side of the course and then into this big wooden rustic pinball machine. After that, we'll be shooting down the ramp and up across the jump, landing in any of these troughs. Once you land in a trough, who knows, it's anybody's game. You come down here to an elevator, your marble goes right up, it hits one of these loop-de-loos, one of these two wooden boobies, and after your marble is milked out of one of these two wooden boobies, you will be moving down another trough all the way down to a set of several obstacles, hopefully being kept on this track. This, of course, could be a very detrimental situation for any marble. One more obstacle to go, and then a few little cheeky things on this trough, and it's down for the win. Very exciting stuff. I could not be more excited for marbles. It is exciting. What did you guys think of the Thanos snap? I have a command on my Stream Deck where if I press the Thanos snap, it turns off all my sources except for the webcam. Loop-de-loops, wooden boobies, cheeky things. Yes, the streams are going to be good. We'll see. We'll see. We'll play a few marble rounds, and then we'll head back to Horizon for a bit, I believe. But I do welcome you all. I look forward to racing marbles with you. And the more marbles we race, the more XP we'll get, and we'll be closer on our way to providing people with individual marbles. But for now, no. We're just gonna race. The Thanos snap. I don't want to do it again because then it'll take away what you're seeing on the screen. Hopefully it didn't mess up when I pressed the computer button. You've got 10 seconds to get in. We've got quite a race here. Quite a race. 10 seconds. Get ready to call it. Get ready to be enthralled as your ball goes down the hall. 3, 2, 1. Let's rip it. Let's rip it. Yeah, we can do it after marbles. Let's rip it. We have several people on the left side. We're left heavy for the race. Fearful Wolfie, Mr. Soul Creek, That Man Zam, Arcane, and Terra all going down the right side, taking the path less traveled. Robert frosting their marbles race. Blue Doctor is out in front. The first one in the zero gravity chamber heading down. It looks like Blue Doctor will absolutely be the first one unless it's Mrs. Kitty Paws coming with a very early lead, the fastest drop out of the pinball hole I've ever seen in my life. Mrs. Kitty Paws could be in for a win. She's got an extreme lead. She's down, headed through the trough. She's third from the right. She's headed directly to the elevator. It's insane. Arcane Arts in second place. Everyone else is caught in the trough. It's a Arcane versus Mrs. Kitty Paws race. They're both into the same wooden booby. Mrs. Kitty Paws drops out first. Arcane Arts, though, taking the lead away from Mrs. Kitty Paws. Arcane Arts must be a dog person because Mrs. Kitty Paws just cannot keep up, except now she is right behind. It is a game of inches. They say football is a game of inches, but marbles is a game of centimeters. The game is rigged. Tank Media Games taking the lead. Hopefully no one takes it away from him. He goes down the side. Obstacle after obstacle he's overcome, just like in his life, just like in his streaming career. But there's always one that'll catch him. There's always one obstacle that can get in the way, but it still could be a Tank victory as long as things work in his favor and Kung Fuqua doesn't come from behind. War never changes, falls off the thing, and it's a Tank win. It's a Tank Media win. You had world speed on one track for a month. Congratulations, Miss Kitty Paws. Second place goes to Mrs. Kitty Paws. Third place going to Kung Fuqua. Blue Doctor going to come in fourth place. Yeah, Tara, you can allow that. He censored himself. It's completely fine. What can you do? What can I do about that? He put the star in it. Toejib goes off the course. Arcane Arts, after having such a close race with Mrs. Kitty Paws, coming in last. We did it, guys. Rigged. 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 Not Jack actively preventing Tank from ever getting to the west. Well, the whole thing is I don't love, forgive me for, forgive my French, but I don't love a cum joke. But I mean, the star is there. Like, it's self-censored. I don't really know what else to do, to be honest. But it's okay, Blue Doctor. Now you know. Now you know they're not my favorite jokes. Random track. Go ahead, as soon as this loads up, go ahead and type it in the chat. Go ahead and type play in the chat. We'll do another race. Hey, last place. Who could have thunk it? We've got Tara. We've got Tara, Mr. Soul Creek, again, right on top of one of each other. Excuse me. Tank Media Games and Kung Fuqua here. Weird Guy, Arcane Arts, Mrs. Kitty Paws, Blue Doctor. Weird Guy, I think, just popped in. Yes, indeed. People are getting ready to race. Go ahead. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you know it's time to click in the play button. All you got to do, Fear for Wolfie, is spell that word correctly and you'll be good to go. Kung Fuqua is here. Who else is? Toejib joining in. Fear for Wolfie, if you can hear me, you're going to need to retype play one time. There you go. Fear for Wolfie is in. We've got 10 racers setting the pacers, going just as fast as a group of lasers. Do you like the rhyming? Is it coming in on timing? Is it like getting sliming? Think equals small brain, thonk equal medium brain, thinketh equal big brain, thonketh equal massive brain, thunketh mega brain. Think, thonk. I like the idea of Toejib just blindly playing while they're in the meeting. Yeah, I like that too. I mean, I guess I'll play. Or imagine like losing focus on the meeting and someone's like, "What are you watching?" And they look on your computer screen and it's just me yelling at a group of marbles. Also, chat, you guys will be why would she say that? Oh, right. Sorry. Arcane, you are in. You are in. Just gotta pretend you're involved. I got you. Understandable. What was I gonna say? You guys will have to let me know if I'm ever getting too loud. If you would prefer a more quiet commentator, just let me know and I'll see if I can tone it down. But right now I feel like one thing that can set the TMG Marble stream apart is me yelling into the microphone as if we were watching the World Cup soccer game. We've got 20 seconds to go. We've got 10 marbles on the track. It's an icy descent down through the the Plinko machine, through the boulder shoulders, down the twisty tube, through the pokey and into the snowflake. But we've got to see what's going on. In 3, 2, 1. Gravity is now acting on the marbles, and everyone is acting like they're cool as a cucumber, moving slowly. Okay, I'll try a weird guy. Moving slowly into the Plinko machine. We've got one with a lead. Fearful Wolfie has barely a lead over Blue Doctor. Bounces off the ceiling and back down. Gravity takes them down, and then it's anybody's game. Blue Doctor falling first into the Plinko machine, but you're not going to beat Old Tank Media Games, and you're certainly not going to beat Misco Blood's Ghost, but the game is rigged again. It looks like Tank Media Games is coming again for the win. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that, weird guy. I'm sorry. Well, I might just have to yell the whole time. Terra is out in front, except Tank coming in, taking the lead back that he once had. Misco Blood's Ghost, though, certainly leading all of us, but it doesn't really matter. Misco is not here today. Tank is the one to beat. I've got the game rigged. I've got the chat hacked. I've got you all slowed down in the obstacles of my choosing. I'm going to spit all over the microphone, but that's okay. I've got a pop filter. I've still got a lead. You guys have some serious work to do to catch up. Misco and I are neck and neck. Terra in second place. Toja, Blue Doctor, Mrs. Kitty Paws, Mr. Soul Creek, Kung Fuqua, Fearful Wolfie, Arcane Arts, Weird Guy coming around one of the last boulder shoulders until we get to the Pokey Plane. The Pokey Plane could stop just about anyone. Terra and I fighting for first place. Terra takes first place away. Mrs. Kitty Paws taking... No, that's Toejib coming in with first place. Mrs. Kitty Paws now taking first place back. Toejib neck and neck. They're fighting hard. Toejib now with a palpable lead by a foot or two, maybe. Mr. Soul Creek with the extreme bouncy lead. He was self-deprecating earlier. He thought he had no chance, but there's no way he doesn't get this victory. There's no way the snowflake slows him down long enough to keep him from getting the lead, to keep him from getting the win. He's my friend, Mr. Soul Creek. Now I'm believing there might be a way for the snowflake to ruin him. Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't, everyone. We've got to get Soul Creek out of here. I believe in him. He's got to get a win. Unfortunately, the snowflake is really giving him a beating, but luckily he got such an extreme lead. Chad, I think it's all over. Everybody crank the buses, grab your car keys, make sure your vehicle is getting warm because it's going to be a long drive home with no trophy in the passenger seat. Mr. Soul Creek, German efficiency, making his way to victory lane. Through the obstacles, through the issues, through the despair, oh no, the boulders taking their toll on Mr. Soul Creek, taking his lead away. There's now 5 of us. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Is it possible that Tank Media Games is going to steal the win from Soul Creek? I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not! Mr. Soul Creek gets the win! It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Truly insane. That is a photo finish if I ever saw one. That is a photo finish. Baba booey. Unbelievable. What is this Mario Kart? Win place. Well done. Mr. Soul Creek coming in first. I'm bringing up second. Kung Fuqua in third. Fear for Wolfie fourth. Terra fifth. Weird Guy sixth. Arcane seventh. Toe Jib eighth. Ninth, Blue Doctor. And unfortunately, Mrs. Kitty Paws with a DNF, a disqualified, a did not finish. This is less than a less than 100th of a second, right? No, that's 600th of a second. Insane. 600ths of a second. I want a refund. You didn't pay anything, buddy. You didn't pay anything. Now, if you guys want to pay, go ahead. Also, go ahead and type play on your keyboard if you would like to play another game of marbles. This is a track that I have never seen before. We're going to call this the Roy G. Biv. The only way to win is to outlive your opponents on the Roy G. Biv track. I paid my undivided attention. I appreciate that. I appreciate your undivided attention. Nothing gets the heart pumping like a little marble rumpin'. Of course, we've got the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, the rainbow track, the Roy G. Biv Stab 'em with a Shiv track. I would love to see somebody shoot down this middle track. That would be a true blessing. I would love to see it. But go ahead and type play in the chat. You've got 2.5 minutes to type it in the chat. You got 2.5 minutes to get your marble in. We've got one less player than we had last time. Mrs. Kitty Paws is back. Fear for Wolfie, Terra, Mr. Soul Creek, Toe Jib, Weird Guy, Tank, Arcane Arts, and Kung Fuqua. I don't know who we're missing. Blue Doctor, I believe, is who we're missing. I don't know if I could commentate so well without I don't know if I can commentate so well with without the energy drink. Tara, if you feel like it, if you could make a really quick prediction. Yeah, will Tank Media Games place in the top 3 again? If you feel like making a prediction, I would absolutely welcome it. Let people gamble. I mean, we've got until the race is over, really. Will he place in the top 3? Who will it be? Fortunately, there you go. Will Tank be in the top 3? You have 1 minute to cast your votes in the chat. Arcane Arts is declaring this is their comeback game. Who am I to say it's not? Who am I to steal a top 3 placement 3 times in a row? I am the streamer. I am the dreamer. I put in a lot of work, put in a lot of effort. Chaz, trying to get in on it. Make sure you make your predictions. Yes or no, will Tank be in the top 3? You are not too late, Chaz. You are not too late. I've been talking about you all stream about how we're going to be staying in the same hotel for TwitchCon. Chat, if you're going to TwitchCon and you want to stay in the same hotel as me and Chaz Wazus, go to the announcement section of the Discord. The hotel I'm staying at for TwitchCon has already been booked. Alright. Bets have been placed. We have 20 seconds left. Hopefully somebody wins some channel points. Somebody's going home with some channel points. They haven't gone on sale yet, Chaz. What I did is I went and set my Twitter to notify me every time TwitchCon tweets. Yeah, YOLO, I want to go. Let's do it. All right, we've got 5 seconds left. The race is about to start. Will Tank be in the top 3? Somebody's going home with some channel points, and somebody's going home with a trophy. Will it be the same person? Who knows? It looks like, who do we have dropping in first? Mr. Soul Creek into the Plinko machine first, but Fear for Wolfie taking the lead away quite quickly. Terra now in first. Weird Guy making his way down into the back of the Plinko machine. Unfortunate placement. Terra gaining that coveted first place spot. Toejib, looks like Toejib is going right up the middle, right down the pipe, right down the urethra of this track. No one took the middle slot. There's still a chance. Weird Guy, we got Toejib. No, Terra still in first place. Exceptional placement. Exceptional placement. Oh. It's hard to tell who's in first place at this point. Who even knows? Kung Fuqua Chaz, unfortunately, last to type play, last in the race. It has nothing to do with when you type play, I can assure you. But good times are planning to be had by all. Toejib now with the first place slot. Terra lost first place, going in third. Mr. Soul Creek trying to wrap up another victory. It's gonna take some work though, because Toejib has an extreme lead. There's no way anyone's going to be catching Toejib at this point. It looks like Toejib very well. Oh my. Oh, that's a bounce. It's a bouncy bumper. What in tarnation? Toejib goes down. Mr. Soul Creek could be going for another win. Soul Creek also not making it. That's 2 DNF. Soul Creek is dead. Will Terra make his way down the track? It looks like he will make it. That's a victory for Terra. Weird Guy going to come in second as long as he makes it down the track. That's a second place finish for Weird Guy. Terra first place, going home with the trophy. Unable to go home with the channel points. Kung Fuqua third place. If you bet against me making top 3, you're going home with some channel points today, my friends. You are going home with some channel points. Arcane Arts gonna try to make their way down the track. Gonna make it. Once in a lifetime. Not once in a lifetime, no way. There's 3 of us popping in. Chaz finishing right before me. And then I believe Miss Kitty Paws. Mrs. Kitty Paws. Please excuse me for not saying Mrs. appropriately. Terra with that first place finish. Chaz, 0.2 of a second faster than me. The prediction result is no. They've been no all day long. I would love to see the details. Looks like 670 channel points go to Miss Kitty Paws and Chaz. Enjoy your brand new channel points. Enjoy those. This game hates me. I'm so sorry. All right, we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more marbles game, and then we'll Thanos snap our way back to Horizon if you're down with it. So go ahead and click join if you want to join. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes to join in. I'll give you 2.5 minutes to join in. Hop on in. Toejib. Prediction: will Tank make it into the top 3 this time? I think is a great prediction. Mrs. Kitty Paws is back in. Looks like Toejib, Kung Fuqua, Arcane Arts. I'm so pleased to have you guys hanging around. Chaz, so pleased to have you guys hanging around today. I love streaming. I love hanging out with you guys. I love cutting up. I love trying to make you laugh. I'm sorry for internet issues that cause me to be in a bad mood sometimes, but c'est la vie, am I right? Weird Guy is in. Will Tank be in the top 3 this time? Cast your predictions now. You could really win a lot of channel points. Right now, there is a 3 in 9 chance. There is a 30% chance, a now less than 30% chance that I will be in the top 3. You could really win big. Yeah, there we go. You could really win big, chat. Also, for those of you who are just popping in, the Bean Boozled challenge has been met. The Bean Boozled challenge has been met, so I've got to order some Bean Boozled. Maybe we can do that at the end of the stream today. If you're on mobile, you're unable to participate, I think, but I think that prediction is over, unfortunately, weird guy. I think it's in the channel points area. If it's not in that area, I don't know. Tara may have a better idea. I'm so sorry. 69% of the vote says no. All right. Let's make it happen. It should be in the channel points area as far as I can tell. Mobile can participate? Okay, so I think it is in the channel points section. Because that's what you're using to vote. Alright, we're about to call the game. While we're racing, I do have a question for you guys. I have booked my hotel for TwitchCon. It's what I'm most excited about right now is being able to go. Do you guys think it would be in bad taste for me to make like a sub goal or something for a portion of those funds and title it like, you know, reimburse TwitchCon monies or something like that? I don't want to do anything that's in bad taste, but I guess I want to give you guys the opportunity to feel like you're supporting this thing I want to do. I don't know. I don't want it to be in bad taste. But you guys can think on that while I look inside the blue booty hole. What's going on? What's going on in the Twister? Who will be the first to drop in the big blue toilet? It's like looking into the bottom of a porta potty, a porta john. Who's going to be on the winner's podium? Who knows? You do not wish to bean boozle on anyone? That's okay, Miss Kitty Paws. I think your hands are clean. I think we beat that goal before you arrived. Who is going to be the first? It looks like it might be Miss Kitty Paws. Mrs. Kitty Paws. I'm sorry. Can I just call you Kitty Paws? If I ever get to see you again, Kitty Paws, I think I might just call you Kitty Paws, if that's okay. It looks like Soul Creek is the first one out of the tube. Soul Creek is the first one out. Everyone is going to the left. Everyone is going to the left. Mr. Soul Creek trying to bypass Misco Blood. Misco Blood's ghost. Boink. Soul Creek going in. Is Soul Creek going to get another win today? Truly insane. Fear for Wolfie, second place. It's still anybody's game. Look. It is still anybody's game. Chaz getting stopped by the obstacles. Everyone framming against the obstacles. It still really is anybody's game. Weird Guy is catching up to Soul Creek. The speed truly is amazing. Fear for Wolfie taking a bounce. Dangerous bounces everywhere. Mr. Soul Creek, slow but steady, wins the race. Again, I'll say it again. We call him German efficiency. He's the ultimate marbling machine, this Soul Creek. That's a BMW reference. Will Weird Guy, the Icelandic usurper, take Mr. Soul Creek's spot? Absolutely impossible. Mr. Soul Creek sets the new record for our channel with another first place finish. Weird Guy, Tara, Arcane, Tojib all trying to finish. Weird Guy coming in second place. Tara going to bring in third. It looks like we might be a photo finish between Tojib and Arcane. Who knows? Most people drop the misses. Okay. Kitty Paws. What an adorable name. Mr. Soul Creek with another W. Truly insane. Truly insane. 61 XP. Awesome. Also, Soul Creek, don't let me continue to call you German efficiency if you find that to be irritating. Thank you, Kung Fu. I really do appreciate you throwing that in the chat. Let's see. That's another no. The no's have it. 2,040 go to Kung Fuqua and Tojib. Looks like. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. Congratulations. I think that'll be the last one. I think that'll be the last one. If you guys are good, that'll be the last marble. I've really enjoyed it. I'm so glad that we've been able to do marbles. I'm glad you guys achieved the Infinity Marbles. I hope it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Do you need Thanos to snap yourself into some hydration? I'll happily hydrate. My throat is dry. Alright, I think Thanos is coming back. He's done with marbles. It's all gone, chat. The only thing he left us was our music. The only thing he left us was the rest of that song, and now even that's gone. See if I can get the gameplay back. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Why do I keep typing set titles? There we go. Tara, will you do the game for me? There you go. Teamwork! Alright guys, we're back in Forbidden West. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you guys set tatas. Get those set properly.
Aloy, you managed to get those parts I asked for?
I'm working on it.
My bad. We can trade though. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Can he shoot all the brutes? Yes, he will, all while he toots. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Here comes the Spider-Man. Here comes the Spider-Man. Like a real gamer grill.
Good call.
Hey man, if I had some good boobies for y'all.
Are you looking to buy some stuff?
I might want to read that contract before going on the...
I might want to read that contract. I love salvage contracts so far. Layer in a group of Oseram are trying to complete a set of armor that can survive the rigors of the Forbidden West. Okay. You're thinking of getting a pair? Awesome, dude. Hey, if you make that if you make getting some cool boobies a channel point or a donation goal, I'll donate. People who want to have boobies should not be denied the ability to have boobies, I say. I say that. That's what I say. Do you want to go try this out? It's right here. Oh, it's... That doesn't seem right then. What is this?
Any news on those shell walkers?
I'll get them.
But yeah, chat, talking about the setting a sub goal. I wasn't going to put anything on the screen, but there is some way. There is definitely a way, and I need to figure out. I need to talk to War, somebody who's done it. A way for me to set up a sub goal within chat. That way, anytime anyone subs, they see a little thing in the chat box that says like, you know, 1 out of 100 subs toward, you know, getting Tank a place to stay for TwitchCon or something. I find revenue. Rebel Camp. Okay, we can try that. For now, I just want to go to the tall neck though. I find it pretty difficult for me to think about revenue for the channel a lot of times, because like at the end of the day, can I use non-Tank Media money to buy Tank Media things? Of course I can. Well, not of course, not everything I want. But, like, can I pay for that hotel with non-Tank Media monies? I can. But I would rather, you know, Tank Media games be able to become something that can sustain itself, so it would be nice to, you know, earmark the funds that I would love for the support that you guys give the channel for you to always know that it's going directly to things for the channel. I guess maybe in my heart, maybe I just feel bad for asking you guys to pay for me to go to TwitchCon or something, which I know I'm gonna have to pay for a lot of it myself, and that's completely fine. I don't know. I don't know what my feelings are. I guess sometimes, like, I want the channel to make money so it can do things, but also I kind of like don't want to feel dirty for it. So always interested in your thoughts and feelings. That's a rebel camp. I mean, we're here. We might as well check it out. So if I can figure out how to set one up in the chat, I might do that.
Outpost. With pens. It might be where Regal is keeping our machines.
Taking these people out on the backs of these
Why
machines
do we
are
have to
crazy.
stay behind to guard tame machines? We should be out there fighting.
Someone needs to keep an eye
Weird
on
guy, that
Regala will run us through if we
is
lose
a
any
very
more.
cool way to say it,
It
I'd
wasn't
say.
our fault. The ground opened up out of nowhere.
Huh. See if she cares for that excuse.
What's that now?
What? That was amazing. Right. Yeah. I get what you mean. Oh my word! These things. Alright, so I can't. There's no way to block. Oh! Oh! Who is shooting me now? That was crazy.
Pens, not that many machines. Where'd they all go? Better check in that cave.
Better check in that cave. Always looting, always looting, always looting, even while we're tooting, baby. Even when you gassy, we got a looty looty.
Oh, we don't have to worry about running out.
I gotta see. All right. Jump off an enemy to quickly reposition yourself and create distance. How do I do it? Oh, R1 hold R2. R1 R2. Okay. Got it. I got it.
The drawbridge. Might be my way across. That's one half of the bridge. How to drop the other side?
Gotta do some climbing, eh?
Scanning the bridge with my focus might show me something. Find this in my stash later.
I will admit there's absolutely zero reason that she should have a stash. It's super helpful, but the fact that, like...
Bridge is down.
The fact that she has a stash certainly makes zero sense. Like, how come when I pick a berry miles away, a berry appears in some box really far away? But it's okay.
Bristleback. It looks like it fell into a tunnel. So the rebels were keeping bristlebacks here. The machines fell into the tunnel, which must have collapsed as they ran further in. What if Ulvin's explosives created the sinkhole?
Game logic.
I should head back to Chainscrape to let Javad know.
I'll take a little bit of that game logic. I gotta get in that box.
And the tunnel's blocked. Yep, not going that way.
Let me in that box. I guess my meeting was kind of important. We're switching roles and training for something new. Oh, goodness. All right, Tojib.
No.
And you tried to play marbles through the whole thing. You tried to play marbles through the whole thing. Do you even care about your job? Stop watching, slacker. Quit your slackering and start hackering. I don't know why I have this insatiable compulsion to rhyme things, chat. I certainly wish I did. Tojib, more importantly, what does this mean for watching streams? Where does that leave you and I? Return to Javad. Oh man. We got to get to that tall neck. Let's go. But also there's a bandit camp right here. We got to do it. We got to do the rebel camp. It's so close. It's just absurdly close. That didn't seem right. Wait, what was the question? I was just joking. You said you had two weeks of, or 2 months of new training starting Monday, and I said, what does that mean What does that mean for you being able to
There's
watch
other
streams?
camps in addition to those machine pens. I should see what they're up to. They've got riders patrolling the area. Better be careful.
What's up, Swedish Minecraft player? How are you doing? I'm doing well. I am so deeply in love. I am so deeply in love with this game. I'm having such a lovely time with it. You can watch streams till March, then you go back to work physically. No! Not physical work. Anything but physical work. Yeah, understandable though. Last time they told me I had to go back and do physical work, I said, I think I'm good. Tanks but no tanks, old Tank said. And he was fortunate to get that option.
Cook should know what to do with this.
Ooh.
What's the word?
I could use a hot meal and a stick.
I've been spotted. River seems to run through the camp. Maybe I can use it to get in.
We're in the clear.
No one's getting in through that gate now. Maybe there's another way.
Still on the computer, but at the office instead. I feel that. Aha, the other way in.
I bet I can climb that wall there. Maybe find a way into the camp.
Ooh! Ooh! Aloy! Aloy, why are you so cool?
Movement there. Check it then.
What movement? You don't believe there's real movement, do you?
Gotta take a look.
Oh my gosh, give me a break.
That feels good. Get back!
Up close, huh?
Melee combat feels a lot better, chat. Can I not jump off of you? You want to see a new Crysis game? This kind of has some elements of that. The stealth, yes. I mean, attacking from stealth and choosing whether to go hard or go soft. Nope, go hard or go in loud or go in quiet. Those kind of things. Definitely got some elements of that. Oh, come on now. That'll do it. I'm gonna come fight this guy.
Firing! You as good as they say? Want more?
You finished. I've only ever played Crysis 3. I played through the campaign. I really liked it. But, alright. There it is. The Crysis armor is so cool. I don't really remember what the story of Crysis is, but it is very, very cool. Okay. So you know about me, eh? I'd like to see you try.
You! He's there!
Alright. Okay, cool. Game's got a little jank to it. There's a little jank. You underestimate my power! Okay, he's got a shield. Cool. Okay, alright. Enough of that, sir. We got it. It was not the easiest thing to do, but we got it. They have really done a good job of making melee combat and bow combat go a lot more well together. A lot better they have synergized melee combat. Seriously. Come on, you dirty bean. You must be glitched. Now will you fight? Nope. That was quite a crack. That's whenever that arrow passes into their head, it makes quite a crackle.
I'll need these later for sure.
In Crysis, the aliens were already inside the planet thousands of years ago, and they wake up and try to take over and send the signal out to Big Ruler Alien that wants to take over the planet's resources and use humans as fertilizer or something. It's like the same as War of the Worlds or whatever, that Tom Cruise movie. I gotcha. Yeah, Crysis 1 is old though, right? That's an older older game. Because I mean, I played Crysis 3 probably very close after I got my PC, and I bought my first PC I got in 2014.
I was told a soldier from this camp goaded one of the sons of Prometheus into an altercation. You would do well to remember that our allies are responsible for providing the machines that we shall ride to glory. The next who interferes with them will be eviscerated and left in the desert for carrion. There will be no second warning. Will that be sufficient?
Yeah, that should prevent your people from butting heads with mine. You have my thanks, Regala.
May our pact lead to victory.
What?
So Regala is not working alone. These sons of Prometheus gave her the ability to override machines.
The Sons of Prometheus. There's my stash, but I can't use it. Alright, there's definitely some bugs in the game. 2 and 3 were way later and felt nothing like 1. Gotcha. Maybe I need to go save. That's probably why. Gotcha. Pry open cache. Yeah, baby. This video game is large good. Ooh, a Karja Blaze and new armor?
A map of the Daunt. Tracking movement in and out of barren light. With emphasis on the fort's weak points. Looks like they were trying to stock up on Blaze. Enough to blow up something big. We're gonna blow up barren light. Make a hole big enough to fit an entire army. So Regala plans on invading the Sundom. At least when she gets an army big enough to do it. I have to
That not good.
Place. And just a short ride from the Karja border.
We got it.
Take out half of barren light. Unless, just gotta shoot that blaze. Blow it sky high. Hopefully the rebels will abandon this place now. I could deal with the rest of them now, or head out. Either way, my job is done here.
I didn't have to kill all these people. That's cool.
Prisoner. Oseram, I think. Hey, I'm here to help. You okay?
Yeah, the game's got some bugs, guys. Game's got some bugs. No lie.
I'm okay. Just catching my breath.
The game has some bugs. But I still love it. Hopefully a few updates and we'll be good. We'll be right as rain, my friends. You'll be right as rain. Hopefully after a few updates we'll be right as rain. Now I can open my stash. Okay. Makes sense. Check out Karja Blazin'. Oh, hey, those of you who are looking for midriffs, you found them. Those of you who are looking for midriffs. Oh, yeah. How dare you? It's a sexy pixel lady. Aloy is an absolutely cool hero. If she wants to be sexy, she can be sexy. Light arrow quick. Yes, please. But that's not who she is, my friend. She's more than that. She's beyond it all. Aloy is our queen. A weave slot has been unlocked. Cool. Let's throw something in our weave. Increases your defense against purge water. We've got 2 electric defenses. We'll do quiet movement. We throw some acid in there. Oh, baby. That feels very cool. Alright, chat, I gotta go pee real quick, and then we'll work our way to the tall neck, and that might be all she wrote for us today, okay? I think this outfit is more stealth than combat, which is of course not how I've been using it because I'm silly. I'll be right back. I gotta admit, chat, the rising temperatures around my house got this building, and this room in particular, a little hot and a little stinky. Mostly my dog has got it that way. Mia be hot and she be stinky.
I should keep an eye out for more of these rebel
Thank you for the welcome back. Ooh.
Stop them from stirring up trouble. I need to find out more about these sons of Prometheus. Stop them from helping the rebels slaughter their own people. Not to mention the Carja.
Thank you for the welcome back. Ooh, machines. I feel like we just ought to move to the... Oh, you can send some of that heat over here. It's only 9 degrees, dude. I will gladly.
Signal for my focus.
Gladly. Absolutely gladly send you some heat. Ooh, a goat? Bah. A ram, maybe?
A pack of scrappers to carve up any salvage.
Bighorn sheep.
That sound. The tall neck must be close by. overriding that should be.
All right, game. All right, game. Ouch. Oh, okay. An actual living animal. No, dude, I would love to trade some heat. Would love to trade some heat, man. I'm dying. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this heat anymore. Surely you're jesting with. Okay, no, we've completed that, so that's good. All right, let's try this journey again.
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt.
This time my guy can just call him out, which is cool. What if we just walk there?
There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle.
Oops.
The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time.
Love these birds. What this? Oh, that must be blocked pathway or something. A little Zelda light action.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus. Tallneck. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
Alright. We good. We Gucci, we Gucci. We just gotta get up on that tall neck, my friends. Get up on that tall neck.
Looks like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tall neck easily enough.
The Cinnabar Sands. Are you in fact Gucci? I feel like I'm somewhat Gucci. Can you handle a stealth attack?
Come on, come on!
You're done. You're done. Go ahead. Finish it up. You're done. You're done. You're done. Oop, who that down now? Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy! I don't even know what that means, but I hear people say it. Kids, get off my lawn. It's synonymous with good.
Back to what you were doing.
Like a lot of people say, like, are we good? I guess the fact that Gucci also starts with a G, and Gucci is a very highly sought after brand. I guess maybe just Gucci became synonymous with good. But if one is Gucci, one is good. I am a machine striker. A generator. Rise to the heavens. Power terminal connected to the satellite dish inactive. Okay. Interesting. Damn, kids, get off of my lawn! I'm sorry, Fox. I know I'm spending this whole game trying to save you, but I gotta kill you. If I buy Gucci brand clothing, will females just present themselves to me? No, they won't. That's not really how it works. I don't think the good that I'm talking about, if one is Gucci, I don't know if it means that one is good for mating. I think Gucci just means like, hey man, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, you Gucci? I'm Gucci. I don't really know where it comes from. Don't ask too many questions, Toad-Jib. Maybe we'll have to do something else with that.
Climb any higher, but looks like this thing can rotate. If I can figure out a way to turn the power back on, I might be able to move things around and find a way up.
I gotta restore power to this place. How might one do so? Then what good is it? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You know I'm just kidding around. Oh, view a notebook. That was crap. Roger spit my head off because he found my little addition to the dish's protocol. Who cares what he thinks? The tourists loved it. Every dish aligning one after the other, playing their assigned note over the alarm speakers, all perfectly placed. Music is math, after all. Scientists who don't appreciate the transcendence of the musical scale should have their PhDs revoked, if you ask me. Whatever, let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I'll go check Doe and Ray. They've been sluggish lately. Might have to clean their alignment rotors. The Western Grand Array proudly presents the Eyes of the Heavens exhibit, where visitors are invited to explore the history of radio astronomy and learn what it's like to see through the eyes of our state-of-the-art telescopes in this all-new panoramic hollow experience. Want to see our antennas moving down the tracks? Ping our visitors information center to get dates and viewing times. November special, we're getting ready for our 2059 annual viewing of the abandoned Odyssey spacecraft as it follows its orbital path above the Western Grand Array. Book early bird tickets and receive a complimentary hollow sculpture based on the original Odyssey blueprints. Always remember to turn off all implants and digital devices while visiting the premises. What do I do, Toad-Jib? I don't know what to do. Aha. There's something going on over there. You do the thing. Charging terminal capable of recharging. Aha. Aha! Now I don't have any confidence that this thing would actually work.
Disconnected from the main power line. This should get that generator below the dish going.
Push buttons until
There's
it
the
works.
generator.
That's what I've done.
Bet this power cell can get it running.
I have done it.
Power's back. I should check that console.
Ooh. Tara, are you still around? You still want to watch your video today?
Let's see what this thing does.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Thank you for the Gesundheit Kung Fu Kwa. Whether it's a bless you or a Gesundheit, I'll take it. What does Gesundheit mean? You still around?
Shear's jammed. Almost not high enough to reach the tarmac. I'm tired of the dish. Might let me climb higher. Actually worked.
Dang. This has been very cool.
I should be able to get to that tarmac now. Just gotta find the right spot. Looks like I might need to glide onto the tarmac. Just gotta time it right. There we go. Timed over.
Beautiful.
There's a settlement up ahead. Built into more of these dishes. Must be the Utaru.
We did it, guys. We absolutely did it. I have 8 skill points that we can spend later. Oh, did not mean to travel to a campfire, but it'll work. Wow. Look at all that stuff, guys. Okay, so this, holy crap, this must be the Forbidden West. And this must just be No Man's Land. This is insane, you guys. This is an insanely large map. Wow. Okay, all right. It's German for, that's all it is? Okay, well, cool. Bless you. Thank you. Kitty Paws. The only person in the chat that I know knows German is Mr. Soul Creek. But I will accept German knowledge from anywhere. Is there a reason those creatures just died? I don't know why I'm fighting this. Dude. I'm just letting myself get skunked. You're German, at least that's what my grandma told me. Hey, I'll take it. Sounds good to me. Who am I? Who am I to not trust Grandma Kitty Paws? You won't catch me not trusting Grandma Kitty Paws. You won't catch me doing that. Alright, I think that's going to be it for the stream today, my friends. That's going to be it for the stream. I think what we're going to do is, unless I do actually need to get going here today, if that's all right with you guys, I think there's only one YouTube video we're waiting on, and that's from Tara. And Tara probably plans on being here tomorrow, even though I don't want to assume that all the time. So we might just use it tomorrow for a lunch break instead of doing it today. It's not alright, you can never leave. I wish I didn't have to many times. I really do wish I didn't have to. I really do. But alas, I must. Tara, is that alright? Would you be okay with that setup? There we go. Yeah, it's okay. Cool. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging around with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Mrs. Kitty Paws, thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with us a little bit today. Hope to see you again sometime. According to Google, Gesundheit, the German word for health. So wishing you good health. Perfect. Hey, thank you so much for following Kitty Paws. I certainly hope to see you again tomorrow. Let's see. How many hours from now? Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we should be starting with more Horizon Forbidden West. I'm very excited about it. I hope that you will come and watch, those of you who are available, because on Friday we will not have any streams. I will be going out of town tomorrow evening and will not be returning in time to do streams on Friday. But that's okay, because of course we will be playing plenty of stuff tomorrow.
I can't live without y'all subscribing.
Hey! 3 months in a row. Thank you so much for the subscription. Arcane, thank you so much. Give me that Prime sub, my brother. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very, very much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know what else to say, but I do really, really appreciate it. You guys are very nice to me. You guys have been nice to me all day. We did marbles, and that was fun. Thank you again for the follow, Kitty Paws, and participating in that and stuff. That's super nice of you. I don't know if you guys have anybody you might like to raid. Jet is always a fun option. Mr. Burns is fun. War is always fun. I don't know anybody who's currently playing Forbidden West, and I don't want to send you anywhere with spoilers. So, you know, if any of those three strike your fancy, do let me know. I'll say again, if you guys are planning on coming to TwitchCon, I do have a hotel already booked, and if you would like to stay at the same hotel as me, you can go ahead and book that hotel. If you would like, if you're planning on going, but of course, you know, no pressure at all. I do think I might put in a sub goal as kind of like a TwitchCon fund thing. So that'll be cool. And I appreciate you guys putting some towards that. Arcane, consider yourself helping out the TwitchCon fund. I appreciate you. And anything else. I want to buy some new Lego sets for the channel and do a few other things. But in the absence of a desire... Wait, didn't we raid Jet yesterday? Did we raid Jet yesterday? Let's raid War again today. I feel like Tiny Tina is a little bit closer to... is a little bit closer to Horizon. So let's raid War Never Changes. Okay, let's raid War again. I really, you know, I like to raid some of the people who I'm the closest with on the platform. I really should do better at raiding, you know, finding new people to raid, but especially when I know I'm going to have to instantly leave, I like to raid somebody I'm a little more close friends with because I know they understand. I'm sure everybody understands, but I said what I said. Have a good rest of the day. I'm in Mountain Time, Colorado. Cool. I've only been to Colorado once, and I loved every minute of it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, thanks Arcane for the sub, and thanks to Kitty Paws for following. I look forward to playing more of this game tomorrow. I will let you know any other updates. I'll be available in the Discord, etc., etc. Please remember, I love you all very much.
you